Okay, we're up. How's it? So today I want to take a look at the test server in Dune Awakening and basically look at what's coming. I'm going to pull up the patch notes as well. The thing is, when you move servers, you got to start again. So yeah, it's not the end of the world, but it would have been nice to have like transferred over with, all my stuff. Oh well. Look, we're not going to spend the whole time, I don't think, in the test server. I would like to actually go and set up a deep desert base. So maybe we do that as well. Let's see how the time goes. But yeah, effectively we got to start again. And the thing that I want to look at mainly, oh, like a fool, I just closed the damn patch notes. Now look, I mean the patch notes are meaty as hell. So I think what we'll do is we'll look at the highlights and where you're going to really feel it. I'm going to paste patch notes there. Boink. There we go. Okay, so at least we've got patch notes. Anybody wants to check it out, that's where you can go. Biggest highlights though is the Dune Man set, which I want to look at right away. Then we'll go through patch notes. The patch notes are meaty. So, in order for me to again, you got to start again, man. So, what I need to just quickly do is, I'm going to salvage metal. We should be able to just gotta research it. So I need to just get to a certain point and then we should be good to kind of like, mess around. Okay. We need to just salvage a bit more metal. The biggest thing is, like, I really want to test out the new Dune Man set. $1,000 mils from corpses. Because the new set is here. And, like, yeah, man. I was already a big fan of it. Whoa. Oh. No point in keeping them in there. Okay. Gotta do it the other way around, I guess. And I was lucky. I literally stumbled upon a base. That can go here. So I stumbled upon literally like this little base, and then, oh, that's a new pop-up. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Like that. And yeah, literally just took over it. So. And I want to test out the replace. The biggest thing is that there's a few things I want to test out, but the one is the replace in building. Who's that? And the other is the Dune Man set. Whoa. Okay. Good grief. Starting from the beginning, man. Wow. Like, a part of me is like, enjoying it. I think it feels a little daunting, so I'm like, oh god. But I don't need to go back to where I was. No, it's not necessary. I just need to hydrate. For the test client, I think what all we're ever going to need is just jumping in having a look at the latest like bits and bobs. I don't think I'm going to need to, you know, get to the same level. That's wild. Get this forever. And again, the thing is, like, I don't know, but I would assume your progress is kind of wiped every time they update the test server. So, yeah, I don't think it makes sense to sink much time into this. What would be nice is if we could get past the tutorial, like if we could start without doing the, you know, I don't know if that's a thing though. Okay, we need to, yeah, and deposit all.
You're probably feeling it by now, Offworlder. Spice.
I gotta research it.
It's everywhere on Arrakis. The air, the sand, the blood.
Okay.
It prolongs life, expands consciousness, and triggers some very vivid dreams.
Let's offload. Ooh, okay. Do I warp there? Can't remember. We don't need to watch that again, though. Why is this so small? Something changed on my... Oh, there we go. It's much better. Something changed on my chat the other day. It's been weird since. Oh, hello. Okay. Spice Dreams. We gotta go to the cave. Before we do that, though, I'd like to just drop off everything I don't need. No, I need the darts. If it fail, I'll keep those as well. We're gonna need bandages. Perfect. So, can I ignore that? I don't need to do this, right? No. All right. So, wow, I have a whole 29 granite. Okay, well we're gonna need more granite. That's just not enough. There's some. Dude, and we're using, you know, we're using the first cutlery, which is, yeah. I mean, you get 40. And one building piece is what, 12? Bro, be at this all day. But yeah, all I literally want to do is I want to check out the Dune Man set and I want to check out the replace thing. And then we'll go through patch notes. You know, I'm trying to remember if we do this, it's not far actually. It's not far at all. Let's do it quickly. I think it might be the still suit and the first sort of level of crafting. I think. And if it is, then yeah, I kind of want to do it because, I mean, we don't have anything. So we don't have a shield. We don't have a suspensor belt. You know, so yeah. Going into a testing station with the default stuff. Oh, please no. Damn. A bike would be... I mean, damn, somebody's built a buggy? Dude. And yeah, again, it'd be nice if we could transfer our stuff. Shit. To go all the way up to buggy and then... Unless the test client doesn't get wiped, they just update it. I mean, maybe. I don't know. My first time jumping in. Am I at... I'll keep topping up since I've got, you know, nothing. Oh shit, you stop doing that. You get so used to like certain mechanics. The suspensor belt is absolutely one of them. Without it, I feel useless. Okay. We're going to have to do the trial. I forget what the trial is, the first one. But we're going to have to do the trial. I'm hoping, though, that then he's like, cool, thanks. Here's, you need to get the still suit and the next, like, tier up of cutlery. That's what I'm hoping. Because this cutlery is... We'll be doing this for a while. I'm chewing my mouth up. Savage.
Who is it that thinks Ibn Kirtaiba? The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand, Wally?
I'm sure this is... I'm sure it's the still suit.
Our god gave us the burning eyes of Allat and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Rest in black shade. Be Makayf.
Oh. Cheeky, but it worked. So I think the first one is still suit. I think.
When we began our wandering, we suffered until suffering was a thing we came to know within our souls. Arrakis is suffering. When we found it, we were home.
Oh, shit. Do we have dash? No, we don't. I don't have Dune either. Okay.
On Harkonnen,
yeah.
we were made to suffer. Our children taken and made slaves. They denied us the Hajj. Never to forgive. Never to forget.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, bro. What about that? Okay, we're good.
The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Did not God give us the burning sun to defy? Suffering leads to defiance. And where does defiance lead?
Which way are we going? This way. Oh, that was far too close, bro. I want to do this whole thing again. Cool. Done.
Ibn Qutayba. Defiance leads to thought. Who is it? Ibn Qutayba.
Cool. Done. Okay. Yeah, we need the sill suit. The only thing is I don't know what crafting materials we're going to need. It might be that we need... First one's copper. Then it's iron. But we can't do iron until we get the upgraded cutlery. I think, yeah, first tier is definitely copper. I think that we shouldn't need... I mean, should I need iron for what? Like, I'm trying to think of, like, things that I'm going to need. Again, all we're doing is we're just, I suppose, the thing that I won't be able to test out. Let me pull the patch notes up on the side here. So I won't be able to test out like rocket launches. You know, and rockets in the ornithopter room, which I wouldn't be doing anyway. But I won't be able to test out that kind of stuff. Renaming functionality in the placeables and vehicles menu for players to be able to organize their bases better. Cool. Apparently there's more opportunities to build in the shield wall section of the deep desert. Huh. Improved how building pieces rotation works with a controller to have more granularity. Oh, that sounds good.
Still there, off-worlder?
I am.
Your signal drifted for a moment. No matter. A thought occurs. When the Sardaukar began their purge, many Fremen were slaughtered. The ones that were not abandoned their caves, leaving valuable resources behind. Valuable resources that just might contain the makings of a still suit. Take what you need. Their ghosts will not object.
Okay, so, yeah. We need the still suit, and I need the upgraded cutlery. Look, to be fair, we could probably get by without it. Where are the Fremen caves? Is literally 200 meters away. Yeah.
Found you. Where's backup? Someone here.
But a shield would be nice, you know? And definitely a suspensor belt. But in order to get that... Yeah, that's the testing station, man. Getting those mats. Look, the thing is, again, like, I don't want to... If I don't have to, if depending on what I need to actually do in order to... We have 164. That should be... I mean, that's a decent amount, like... Right? In order to... I mean... it depends what we're checking out. If I'm just replacing... Then sure, but... yeah, we kind of want to do more than that, right? There's going to be more pieces to check out. I really want to have a look at them. Okay. 204. Alright. Oh! We're not going in there. We'll get absolutely murdered in there. Oh god, please don't tell me it's like all the way at the bottom. Can't drop down. Well. Good. Okay, that actually didn't go as terrible as it could have.
I got you.
I'm just trying to get stuff for the... Leave me alone. Oh, bro. It's a bit treacherous. Okay. I do have I've got actually a fair amount to craft some bandages. But I also need for still suits, so I'm just gonna... What do I need? I need 6 micro sandwich fabric. How much did I have? 1? No, I'm sure I had more than that. Oh, okay, we have to go across there. Be really. Ah. Yeah, there we go. And EMF generator, just the one? Alright. Dude, starting again is chaos. Okay. Look, again, we're not starting again and doing the whole thing. I need to get that part out of my head. Wow. That did a lot. Oh, nice. Okay. Done. Craft a still suit. Salvage metal. 165. Now I've got some back at the base. So let's get back to the base and see. Do I need to gather any more? Again, I might need copper ingots. Nice thing is the what's his name has already been crafted. Oh wow. Oh, shit. Okay. Taking on 2 with no shield or nothing. Let's not be stupid. Oh god, I want stamina. Well, that sucks. No. You shit. Okay. We need the blood, might as well take it. Because, yeah. Not exactly water rich. Oh, that was... Yeah. Dude, the initial weapons are not amazing. Fine. Okay, salvage metal. I mean, I've got enough space in the inventory, so I'll just take it. Oh, wow. Can I do this one first and then... Yeah. Okay. Because it's still gonna whinge at us until we actually do that. Okay, where's the base? Let's head back. Yeah, so then I'm hoping that we have enough. How much is it? Didn't check. Hold on. I had 200 and something, didn't I? 210. 248. That's what, 25 pieces? If they're 10? I don't think they are, though. Do it a little more. There's so much salvaged metal around the base. That's why I'm getting the granite. There's like none around me. Okay, that's fine. I need to be quick through here. Get absolutely murdered. Oh well, that's unfortunate. Okay, good. No. I don't have a belt. God damn it. Oh. There's no suspensor belt. No one owns this. Right? Thanks. We didn't get a whole lot, but I mean, you know, got something. That's more granite. Take that. Could have sworn we needed copper ingots though initially. Let me just not get melted by the sun. Okay, and we are super squishy and yeah, we need to move. Last thing we want to do is like run out of water in the middle of the... We don't exactly have soft step boots here. okay for now. But yeah, the Dune Man set, I'm not gonna lie, like I had, there's a few guys who have already made videos about it. It looks so good. Yeah, we were good. Okay. So now, we can start. So there's replace. And we can just pick a set, a piece. So here's the new Dune Man set. Which I'm glad they added more pieces, man. I love this set. So now we've got... I mean, we should just start building, right? Yeah. Oh, we wanted to replace, no? Okay, let's just replace. So, walls, we've seen this one. You know what that looks like. Now that we've got windows. Overlaps existing placeables? What, do I need to get in there and... Ah, there we go. Ah! Dude, that's awesome. Look how much easier that is. Ha! Yep, I love that. Okay, so that makes sense. There's stuff in the way. Let's just move that. Now, can we replace stuff? I mean, technically, I've already done it, but... I already built it. Like, could we replace stuff that's got something on it? Probably not. It'll probably widget us do the same thing. Oh, dude, I love that. Now, we don't have enough for the door, right? The pentashield door requires iron. That's the next tier up. Also, the next cutlery. So, yeah, that's a bit of an issue. But look at these windows. Let's just go outside. Oh! Yep, I'm going to be building with this all the time, man. Oh, hi. Is that another player? It is. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing there? You're kind of looking like, a bit bewildered. You alright? Okay, I'm just salvage some metal to just get this thing to turn over. Shouldn't take as long. I mean, there's so much metal around us. Okay. We need... Yeah, one more should do it. Done. Huh. Okay. So, what else do we want to check out? Everything, obviously. What am I even... Okay, so we've done that. Now, let's do this. Now, apparently this has been made higher. Ah, there we go. You can see it. Clever. That's a cool way to do it, too. Will it drop down again? Oh, dude, I love this set. Shit. This has become my favorite set. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So now we'll be able to drive in. Yep, okay. Let's just go up here. So then we've got wedge walls, which, I mean, that's pretty standard. This is new, though. Oh, I can replace it. Okay, so it's just a standard. Got you. I got you. Oh, the other thing we don't have is... Piece picker. Ah, okay, that's been moved to L3. Okay, that's, yeah, that works. That works. Structural, we now have columns. What that looks like. So we've got this thing. Corner column, and then that's okay. Got you. They're the same. Wedge wall. I mean wedge floor. The roof is what I'm... Okay, so then... Oh! Ah! We got some stairs! These are rad. What would the observer set look like with this? Do we have the observer set in... I don't think we do. Doesn't look like it. No. Damn. Okay. Well, that's right. So we got the chome and we've got the no observer. So I want to see what that looks like in comparison to the observer steps. That's fine. Leave that for now. And there's a ramp. Dude. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I love this set. I'm pretty much gonna build in this set exclusively, especially in the deep desert. You know? Okay, here are the railings. Fair dues. Oh, okay. So we have a incline. Okay, which matches. Okay. Now the thing I really wanted to look at was the roof, because apparently we've got our our standard, which we've seen already, and it's got that cool pattern underneath. Yeah. But the new one that's been added, or the new few that's been added, which I'm going to absolutely use, is this. Dude, that's awesome. Because the thing is, like, whenever I build, well, no, I should say whenever, but a lot of the time I've been building a base, adding in this wedge, adding in this, like, inclined roof, and then putting a pentashield on the inside of it. Because it gives you an instant 2 height. You know what I mean? Like, it gives you an extra height, but you're... Yeah, it goes 1 in. Does that make sense? It's difficult to describe, but... And then we've got a corner here. Ooh! Yeah, I mean, so for my DD build, yeah, this is... I'm pretty much just going to use this. This is fucking rad. Okay. Yeah, man. Can we turn it around? Thanks, bro. Now, again, I don't have access to pentashield or the what's-his-name door because of materials. But it's fine. For me, just being able to do this and just check out this set. No, behave yourself. Thank you. It's also a corner. Go. Right, so just picture that as like, you know, a 4x3 or 4x4 or whatever, and then the top is pentashield, and then I'll get rid of this roof. So for now we'll just chuck in this. That'll do fine. And then I'm gonna just delete all of that. Done. Now replace. I want to replace foundation. Can I? I can. Dude, that's awesome. But now can I? Okay. Can I replace the same building piece? All right. Can I replace a foundation with another foundation with stuff on it? If we can, that'll be kind of a... For real. We can. Oh. Oh, without having to move stuff. That's cool, bro. I suppose it's not... Structurally, nothing's changing, so that's why it won't drop out. Fuck, that's rad. Okay. Look at that, done. Now the only thing is, of course, you got to make sure if they're outside pieces, right? So let's say if I wanted to change the outside, because the outside looks a little bit odd in this sort of setup, right? So I won't be able to change with the same. Okay. Wait, even if I rotate it. So let's say I do this, right? And I want... Okay, you can't. So even a rotated block, it's still the same. Okay. Not the end of the world. Honestly. Right, because I'll literally just take this. And replace, I want to just replace this one. Right, and then I'm going to do a corner. I want to just change the corner. I love that pop-up, man. That pop-up's rad. Okay. If I go to foundation, there we go. Now, obviously got to make sure that when I replace it... Oh, that's the problem. Okay. Do I need to go into build and rotate it? Do. So build and rotate. That's what I want to do it as. And then can I replace? And it stays in the same. It doesn't stay in the same orientation. Oh. That sucks a bit. I'm going to try again. Just want to move shit before I break shit. Okay. So, let's try that again. Oh, but that's what... So this is what it looks like from the outside. Yep. Now, I need to check what it would look like, to be fair. Because it goes out and in again, right? What would that look like from a... Hold on, we're doing one test at a time. Oh god, I'm running out of water yet again. Wait, didn't I refine some already? I did. Oh. And I've got a liter on. Did I pick that up from somewhere? Nice. Okay. I should have actually gone and topped up with dew before I did that. Fail. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're just checking out building pieces, and I'm going to go over, like, you know, what's in the update, and then we'll call it. Okay, so again, I want to change... Okay, so it keeps... You see, it keeps my orientation how I did it in the build menu, right? But when I go to replace... It doesn't. That sucks. Because I wanted to literally do it that way. See that? So it puts it by that by default. I don't know if I like that. Why is it doing it though? That's a very specific way that it's set. I don't think there's any other way around that, man. Damn. Okay, so for foundational pieces, look, the fact that we can replace while stuff is on it, Amazing. Can't rotate it. It'd be nice. Look, I mean, even if we could rotate, you know, if it remembered how we did it in the build menu, rotated it, and then it just remembered what we wanted. You know, that would be ideal. Right? Because it's just like, I don't think there's a way around that. Because obviously it's a different system. Surely they could, though. Ironically, this should be the other way around. There we go. That's what I wanted to put on the corner. Yeah. And then... okay. Still, I mean, I love this set. They did us a real solid. Like, look, I understand the argument, like, what the hell was just with the 4 pieces? But I mean, still, you know. Such a sweet set. Okay, I need to just move this stuff. So, yeah, ideally what we would want is to be able to just rotate. Hopefully somebody, they've already looked at it. Could put it on Twitter, I guess. To be like, can we rotate the replace pieces like for foundation? Because foundation's got 4 sides, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna just remove these. And hang on, let's not break everything structurally, that would kind of be stupid. Okay. So this is just regular. Oh. There we go. It's just a... okay, now I want to just test out on the walls, right? So obviously the flat wall, that's a different discussion, but what does it look like when we put I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Do we have corner pieces? Oh, we don't. We don't. But to be fair, they've got this sort of like look on the corner, which is, yeah, it's kind of rad actually. I don't really need it. I want to just see if I can test out. Where can I test this out? I would need to make... I'd need to make a kind of a different structure to test that out. Let's see if we can... right, and then we'd need a wedge wall. Yeah, you could see it already. Yeah, but we're not going to be able to... damn. I'm just thinking along the lines of... again, I'll leave it for when I have my... when it's loaded in what's his name. In game. Because I've got a Leto replicator of my DD base. And my plan is to drop it and then replace all the pieces with the Dune set. Dune Man set. Okay, so let's just see what this looks like. Yeah. And the reverse would work as well. That's kind of neat. And then obviously the window. Oh, dude, the window is so nice. Oh yeah, I've got to... Where can I... Does Peace Picker also work in... It does. Okay, so it works in both the replace menu and the build menu. And then you can just replace like that. The replace is rad, man. The replace is so useful. Holy shit. Okay. Well, we've gone through... Trying to think of what else we need to add in terms of update. What was I supposed to... I was supposed to build a still suit this whole time. Whoops. There we go. Better to be in this thing instead of just burning through water. But yeah. And then if we obviously wanted to go up another level, let's see what this looks like on top. I'm so used to replace being underneath. It's going to take a little while to get used to. Okay. Yeah, it works. Just trying to think of, like, if you're doing a multi-story, like, build, you know what I mean? Like, what will it look like? Okay, then let's just see what this looks like as well. Oh! Oh, no. Why can't I? And you can't replace with the same, dude. Well... So I think we should be able to change with the same. And the problem is we can't rotate it around. Really? We don't lose granite for that, which is kind of neat. How do I... No, we can't. Is there no way to change... Okay, if I put it on build and I put it on outer, then put it on replace. No. Okay, so that's a bit of a weird one. I think we're going to need the rotate. And that looks a little odd. Yeah, that looks a little weird. Yeah, we're going to need the rotate. Because how can we specify... Ooh, that doesn't look bad at all, though. Yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. Let's swap them around and see what it looks like. So, luckily, like it, you know... It somewhat does it. That looks better that way. So yeah, the only thing is, like, is it because it's outer? No, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know what it's. Yeah, I don't know. Like, is it struggling because it's? What would cause that? I just want to just see. Yeah, let's just do inner that way. Inner that way, and then if I look at the roof. Yeah. No. That's the wedge. Now what happens if we want to, let's say we want to change replace, and then we can only do the invalid replacement. Okay, so we can't just replace 2 for 1. There's going to be some like limitations. That's cool. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that out. And then yeah. I think that makes the most sense. Just looking at it like that. Like, it does do the weird in-out bulge. It's not weird, but I mean, it's just... Wait. Can we not climb that? We can. No, we can't. Yeah, the thing is just I need to get I need to get used to the now replace. It's moved. And if we want to expand out, yeah. Look, it's still cool that we can do it. I think there's going to be instances where it's useful. I just don't think. I think we would need rotate. Rotate's kind of a big one. You know, because if we want to replace and then it replaces it with an inward one, you're still going to have to then destroy it and, you know. Unless it's copying it in the orientation that it's already in. Maybe? Now, can I replace wall with roof? No. Okay. I haven't seen a sandstorm this whole time we've been in here. I don't want to spend the whole episode building, so I'm just going to I literally just want to see what this looks like though. And again, like a fool, I didn't pick up the damn still suit. And I run out of water yet again. Whoops. Okay. We can actually throw that in there as well. Okay, so we need to quickly just go grab some water, some dew. And then hopefully the blood will process, because I forgot about health. I forgot that when we dehydrate, the health pool just like, you know, shrinks to nothing. That was a bit of a fail. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, I think it's cool. You know, it's cool that we can replace. But yeah, I think this is probably going to be the set that I use, especially in the deep desert. Will I go and change my whole what's his name building? I don't know. Probably not. The shape doesn't really make sense either for like a skyscraper. But this is cool, man. Okay, so let's just quickly close everything up. I wanted to do a... Oh, that's interesting. Yep. And then... Yep. Okay, so we're going to do a partial... Again, we don't have a prudence tool. I'm not going to be able to do that, but that's fine. And I wanted to just do a... Is that the... What is that? Not the worm, is it? No. That makes sense? Well, not really. Actually, it makes more sense there. So, can I just... Oh, dude, this is going to take a while to get used to the... the new placement of that. It's not bad, though. Okay, so then if I go into replace, now I can do this. Boonk. And then I can just... Boonk. Yeah, like little things like that. Being able to just change that quickly. Yeah, that's cool. Destroy this and this. And then... Yeah. No, behave yourself. What we could do again, we can replace. So. So then, literally, all I want to do is just test out what, and then I want to put in the railing. So we've just so I know we've checked out everything, you know. There. Now there's no railing on there's no railing on the stairs. So we would have to use like the chome one. Which is fine. Look, I mean, this isn't... I should, you know, preface this is a test client. But they may be adding more stuff. You know, more stuff may... Oh God, I'm exhausted again. Dude, the beginning sucks. It's not that bad, it's just... I'm so used to, you know... being more robust. Yeah, so to be fair, they may be adding more stuff in. Here we go. At least this gives us an idea of... we're just going to have to put in a regular door for now. Oh. Why? Okay. I'm trying to remember how far the iron ingot is. I think it's a fair bit. Hold on. There we go. No. Because yeah, like I'd like to see what the Prudence door looks like. I imagine, is it the same as the window? I know, it's a very unique piece. God damn it. Where am I going to get... We need 20 iron ingots as well. Iron is literally familiar scrap. Ah, it's fine. We'll have to just wait. Painfully. And then we just need to... I just need to add this on the roof. And then, yeah, we'll quickly check patch notes, and then I'm going to jump back in and... Oh, no. And then probably do some DD stuff, eh? That's wrong. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you see. So this would come in handy, right? So we could replace with the same thing. But just turned around. But you can't. I think that would be rad, right? I think it would be cool to be able to rotate it now. You would need a projection though to see what you're doing. Maybe that's why. Maybe it makes it complicated. That must be it. Yeah. But this is gonna work so well with the pentashields, pentashield roof for the thopters. Yeah, man. I don't need... This one is wrong. No. Stop it. Okay. Yeah, I love that. You see, so a double height is like, yeah, it's considerably higher. You know what I mean? Because effectively with the incline roof, it's a triple now. You see what I mean? Like that's a fair amount higher. Now, it'll make sense when I fill this in, because I want to do 2 layers. Maybe what we do... I don't know what it'll look like on the other side. Let's try it. Okay. Oh yeah, dude, the piece picker. That's now just in a yeah. That's gonna take a bit. Okay, here we go. It's gonna take a bit of getting used to. I'm so used to changing it over. Okay. And then, yeah, the top floor would needs to be sealed. Then I need to figure out where I'm going to put the stairs. Probably... Probably like that. This granular business with the rotation with the controller, I don't think that's part of this test server. I think that's literally from the last update. Made it a bit slower though. That's what I noticed. Okay, put that over there. I'm gonna move this stuff to the back. Huh. No, there's going to be a staircase there. Put that there. I think. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, so now we just need to decide if we're walking in from the top and go down, and then this would be wall. Like so. Oh shit. We ran out of granite. That's fine. Okay, so the only thing that we're just missing is the Prudence door. Yeah, but that's neat. It's a neat set. It's going to absolutely fit the deep desert build. The only thing is, it doesn't have, to be fair, I say that. We'd need to see what it'll look like, because there's no half walls, right? There's no half walls. There is this though. But if I put this down, right? Can I can't build anything. Oh, I can. Ooh, okay. Is that building on top of that, or is that just attaching to that wall? I think it's just attaching to that wall. Because I'm just literally what I'm trying to work out is what's that going to mean for... What's that going to mean for the, what's his name? The, I've got big wind catchers on. So... Okay. Like, what's that going to mean for those? Will I still be able to have those sheltered? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But either way, yeah, look, this... update to this set is awesome. And it's still, I mean, you know, this is still a test client. They may be adding more bits in. I mean, there's been no announcements to it. I literally just happened to see a couple of guys say, hey, set's been added. But yeah, it might not be the full, I don't know. Enough. I think let's get like 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many did I need? Like 4 or 5, or no, 3 tiles of roof and then 4 or 5 outside tiles. Let's get like, I don't know, maybe let's get 150-ish. Research the fabricator. Oh, I see. It wants us to do that.
Impressive, off-worlder. Just remember, if you didn't connect the tubes between the calves and the thigh pads just right, you'll be drinking your own liquefied feces. And that does not count as hydration, by the way.
Gross.
Good news, off-worlder. My leg has recovered enough that I will risk it to move forward. I know a place in your sector where we can meet. Craft a survey device so you can figure out how to get there and join me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, in order to check out the Prudence store, that's literally familiar scab. I've got to, like, get to the next level. Do we need to do all of that for a Prudence store? I mean... yeah, that's quite a while. You have to go into the testing station, do the testing station, do a couple of runs, and then... yeah, I know. I think I'd rather just quickly shoot into the deep desert and do a deep desert build. See if my Solido is working, because the thing is, like, I tried to do a Solido build and then it kind of bombed. Not sure what happened there. Okay. Not least. Oh. That's done. Okay. Yeah, so the only thing we need to see is the Prudence tool. But that's fine. It's cool, man. I'm glad they added more parts. And this window, love this window. Okay. No. Let's not do that. Full containers. Wow. Yeah. I'm tired of being like at the beginning again. Okay. I should have just checked. I think the one I'm looking at, to be fair, is the last update. Do we have test client? Do we have the latest one? Are those patch notes up? I don't know. I think honestly the last one was the hold on, there we go. 1.2.10. There it is. September 19th. Okay. What was in this was updated loot in PvP areas to be instant, similar to loot in PvE areas. Okay. The construction tool now features replace. There we go. So this is correct. Should I put this up on screen? So you guys can see what I'm reading at least. Well, that's not very useful. Where the hell did it go? Let's try that again. Ah, there we go. There it is. Make it nice and big too. Now what I can do in the background is I can leave game and then join the other one. Join my one. We can just jump into the deep desert. Okay, so construction tool features replace, right? This is what we've been playing on now. Updated loot in PvP areas is instanced, so that's timing. And also, like, if you're behind someone, I think that's what they did. So instead of, you know, you missing out on the loot, it's per your instance. So you should be able to pick up loot, which is cool. Because that's the one thing in the deep desert I've been noticing, especially with the crashed, not the crashed ships, the shipwrecks. Good grief. Get in there and everything's gone. Nightmare. New loot structure for the DD. Schematics no longer rotate on a weekly basis. More of this under the deep desert lands rad. Oh, okay. Added the ability to recover lost vehicles using a new... So that's after 72 hours, though. We'll go over that. But so in other words, like if the worm chows your vehicle, you can grab it. You'll be able to replace it. It'll cost you, but still, it's better than losing it. It's now so in the vehicle management menu, now possible to choose the vehicle at respawn point, which is cool. And hopefully my sand bike that's stuck in the graphics will disappear forever. Because right now it just sits there and I can't retrieve it. Vehicle visibility distance has been drastically increased up to 2 kilometers, which is awesome. Wind traps will now will stop consuming filters if the base water storage is full, which means I don't have to stress about, you know, making sure my water storage was empty before I put in my filters and then ran them for 24 hours. Now I can just load them up and it'll just keep going, which is neat. It also means that, you know, let's say if I filled it up and then run a refining like overnight, by the next day it'll just go back and you know, replenish. Amazing. Okay, so the replace mode, yep, it is cool. I do think we need a way to rotate it, or at least to see. Piece Picker is now a separate action available in both the build and replace menus. That's what we saw with the L3. Gonna get used to that. Wind traps now stop using filters. That's cool. Added a status notification when the player enters a subspeed they have access to. So that's what we saw with that little window popping up on the side. Oh shit! I need to start. What's his name? I do. Damn, I didn't realize we were jamming for 90 minutes already. Holy shit. Please tell me I started the right thing. I did. Okay, so loot in PvP areas. So this is what we check now. This means that every player who loots a container in a PvP area will get their own personal loot. It's awesome. To support PvP loot becoming instanced, PvP loot tables have been balanced to fit the experience of everyone getting their own loot. PvP loot still has increased drops compared to... Sorry, the game just loaded up. Compared to what? Compared to PvE loot. PvP loot still has increased drops compared to PvE. Oh, okay. Reduced Old Imperial component crafting costs, so the Mark III buggy is now cheaper to make. Update the looter pools of dynamic crash ships to include new unique items. Well, let's hope that the crash ships will be crashing more often. Because since the since the last event ended, I've noticed a significant decrease. Can't retrieve character data. Well, that's alarming. Where's my... Phew! Small panic there for a quick second. I thought that, yeah. Oh shit! Is that how it's literally displaying on your guys' side? My bad. Why the hell did it change? Why did it change resolution so hectically? Sorry about that. Yeah, so just as I loaded up the thingy, it was showing me the test server, not my actual server. Slight panic. That's my siege. Okay. Is that not okay? Now that's running perfectly. Cool. Loot pools, dynamic crash ships. Yeah, so that's where we were left off. Crash ships. Let's hope the crash ships are happening more often. Change the description of the unique lethtrons to better explain their purpose. Okay. Rocket launcher can now lock on to characters again, but it also requires a target lock before being able to fire both. Oh, there's target lock on the rockets? I didn't even know that. I wish we had target lock in melee, but no. Several of the target NPCs in the desert ghouls assassination contracts are now slightly tougher. Okay. Spit dart rifles now have their own subcategory in the customization menu. Cool. Vehicles. Added the ability to recover vehicles. So this is what we were talking about earlier. So with the vehicle backup tool. When vehicles that you personally own are removed from the world by sandworm, Coriolis storms, or complete destruction, you can now be recovered for a fee from a new recovery mode. So recovered vehicles will lose 15% of their max repairable durability each time. Okay, that's fair. In addition to a Solari fee. Okay. Recovered vehicles are brought back fully repaired and fueled. Oh, nice. So that means if we lose our buggy, or if we lose the Thopter in the middle of the desert, then at least then we can just quickly get back home and pull ourselves towards ourselves. Oh, never mind. Not that vehicles destroyed in combat are recoverable until they've been completely removed from the game world to allow looting. Okay, that's fair. Vehicles lost to sandworms are immediately recoverable. You must be the owner of your vehicle to recover it. 5 vehicles at a time are available through recovery. 5 at a time. Huh. I suppose if you made the carrier and let's say the sandcrawler plus the Thopter and you lost all of it, yeah. Just 5. Okay. Visibility distance we checked. Scout Ornithopter and Assault categories have been renamed to Light Ornithopter and Medium Ornithopter. Why? Are they... Scout has been renamed to Light Ornithopter, and the Assault has been named to Medium. Are they maybe introducing a large? That's interesting. Okay. Moved highlighting and messaging of vehicle modules is targeted by welding torch. It should now be easier to repair and remove vehicle modules. Awesome. Added new hologram meshes for buggy, sandcrawler, carrier, medium ornithopter, as well as respective faction variants. Okay. Dude, why did that... That's interesting. Why did they change... Why did they feel it was necessary to change that? Scout Assault to Light and Medium. I wonder if they're thinking about chucking in a large. Improved reliability of vehicle collision with building pieces and walls. Whoa! Okay, my game's now loaded up. Phew! And luckily we didn't lose anything. Deep Desert and Lands Red. New loot structure of the Deep Deserts. The schematics no longer rotate on a weekly basis. Instead, all schematics are able to be acquired each week except for the ones reserved for Landsrad. Okay. The goal is to allow for each area in the deep desert to be valuable to explore. While allowing for rare items to become more available. Cool. Players will now obtain a player start near one of the taxi services in the deep desert. Gives all players access to the taxi service to escape desert safely. Okay. Significantly reduced the amount of skin charts required to be delivered for the Landsrad task. It used to be more than 24,000, and now it's 1,000. That's a significant change. Reef. People were just probably not doing it. That's wild. 24,000 to 1,000. Okay. The UI. So we now have a new event, log alert, entries of base. Entries for base power about to run out and taxes being defaulted on. Oh. So we get an alert. Okay. Vehicle management menu is now possible to choose the vehicle at a respawn point. Yeah. Updated debuff UI with a pulsating effect whenever the player is affected by a daily debuff. Cool. Pressing Shift Enter will now break to a new line in different texts. Oh, okay. So Shift and Enter for chat. Search functionality in menus has been improved, making it easier to find using multiple keywords in any order and also by category. Huh. Level up notifications is more clearly seeable. You can show the level with an icon and a large number. Okay. Updated time of day UI. New event log. So let's just see if there's... There's a vehicle boosts. Okay. Add a localized text for Twitch drop items. Alright. Whisper channels during 2 PvT. Okay. Cool. Improve visuals for Arrakeen visits. Vista and scene from... Okay. Audio. Building and crafting. So we got stability fixes. So the one I actually need to... I need to remove this. This is wrong. Can I kill that? There we go. And then I'm going to drop this in there in the chat. Bang. That makes more sense. Just like, you know, if anybody wants to just grab it. Okay. Sprue, there's a lot. There's no ETA on this, no ETA on this, right? No. So when that, when we have an ETA, then yeah, then I will jump in and we'll go over it. Okay, so I need to see if I have the Leto. If the base is, oh god, bro. If the Leto is not there, then I might just call it an early one. Here's the Leto. There. Okay. Whew. Because... Oh no. Oh, so good to have suspense bell. So, yeah. Shit. So, I when I placed my deep desert building, it was... I wasn't supposed to do that. I was testing... I was literally testing where I was going to place it and if it would fit in terms of height And yeah. Placed it and now it's gone. So if we did a deep desert build, I'd have to start from fresh. Shit. Hold on, let me think. To be fair, the last time I prepped with the DD, oh, you shit. How the hell did it do that? Spencer's good, man. Come on. There we go. The last time I prepped, I did put everything in here. So technically, we should have everything we need to fill up the Thopter. And build a basic... Now the Dune Man set is going to be granite. And not plastone. I mean, I need to think about. Look. I can get loads of granite and stuff out there. Okay, so can I not just check the stat? Oh, I can't check the stats on them. That's why I'm around here. 38. No. Leave this behind. Leave that too. And that. And that. Okay. Then yeah. Then let's do that quickly. What I'm going to do is shoot into the DD. Although it should be called, I'm just thinking like the stream is just literally checking out the test server and then the update. I'm just thinking literally time-wise and like, yeah, I think let's do that because if I start a DD thing now, would it be big enough for the? How much plastone do I have here? Nearly 1,000. It's 1,000 plastone. Okay, well, actually, it works out to 2,000 in the DD, right? Because everything's doubled. Because the thing I need to do, right? So the thing I've got to focus on is to get the Mark V cutlery. And the only way I'm going to do that is by doing a manual sort of mining run. Do I need all the spice melange? I suppose if I wind trap it, then yeah. And then I'm going to need filters. I'm going to need filters for, you know, the survival one, no? Yeah. There. So I need the particulate. Do I have enough for... I can make one? Oh. Plant fiber. Okay. How many am I gonna need? Oh god, Bruce, should we maybe but I'll be faffing around for a while before I can even go into the DD. Probably. But yeah, that replace things. So the thing I'm looking forward to is obviously the Dune set, just being able to replace stuff. Hopefully we can just get rid of like, oh, it's about to pop. Spice bloom down there. And yeah, then of course I've got to like start seriously farming spice sand, but I have enough now, I think. I just need to see. So I've made a medium refinery, right? So I've made one. I just need I can't remember how much it's going to cost to make one. I really don't want to. There we go. Bang. I really don't want to be. Even if it means like bringing the spice sand back to Haga and refining it. Like, I don't want to be doing... I really want to avoid using anything less than the medium refinery now. And the quicker I can get to the... Look, I mean, it's going to be a while still. The large refinery is 500 in the deep desert. 1,000 out here. Right? So, yeah. That's pricey, man. Once we've got the once we've gotten in the deep desert at least, then we'll be doubling up. I don't want to say doubling up. I mean, already it's on 75 for one instead of 100 for one, just by doing the medium. But yeah, with the large it's 50 to 1, you know, which is quite a change. And all we need is a medium. So I mean, I look. I don't know if it was luck, but I mean, the last time I went into the DD, I just found this medium spice field. I was in row E or F. No one bothered me. I just carried on like farming. It's great. You know, carried on mining the sand while farming the sand, and then yeah. It just really doesn't go far, bro. You know? Let's just throw that in. Wow, that was fast. 120? Cool. Yeah, it just doesn't go far. You know, when you're at 100 to 1. It just doesn't. It's, you know, with 50 to 1, that's going to be... Yeah, that's going to make quite a difference. Okay, so I'm going to need 8, no? Because I did... So how much I used last time? And to be fair, I just need more... I need to seriously do some farming runs for Dura. I need more Dura. I just need more of it. A lot more of it. Okay, so... Should I go into the DD now? What should we call it? Because I have to set up the base, unless I'm not worried about... Yeah, okay, let's do it. We'll just shoot in there quickly, and... I've got a fair amount of water. And then I won't worry about, like, farming. You know, we don't need to be doing that for... Ooh, that needs to be repaired. Nice. Yeah. See, so when I repair the Mark V, it goes to 90. I probably should have waited until it was, you know, a little bit less. But when I repair the suspensor belt, it's 80. Why do we get so screwed on the suspensor belt? I don't understand. The best mechanic in the game. Spice infused steel dust. Yeah, that can stay here. And now I have the compact compactor Mark V. I'd like another one of these, because the thing is, like, what I noticed is the you break it just, you know, just in one run, just in like I literally had to go back, repair it, come back, broke it again before I filled up the thopter of spice sand. So I need to be running 2 when I do farming. I need another one of these. What was I gonna do? Put this stuff back, right? Why did this move here? Well, this is new. Okay, so can I... Oh no. No, what is this? I can't... Can I delete this? Uh-oh. Yeah, well, that's a bit of a problem, man. If I... Okay. If I do this, right? Oh, can I? Is there? Right. Okay, that's hit a volume issue. Wait, is it because I've... never mind. That's my bad. Jesus, dude, I panicked there for a second. I was like, oh no, I've lost volume in my... Okay, yeah, we got 8 of those. I can put that back. Okay, that should be everything we need. Quickly shoot into the DD and just do a cheeky setup. And I'm going to go, this time I'm going to go in A1. Do I need anything here? Drop that. Take the melange in. I'm going to leave the ingots for now. If I need to do any major repairs, I'll just shoot back. Oh, and then the other thing I'm going to do is pack away the scout. Scout is going to be the quickest way. I'm not going to be... we want scout with storage though, no? Yeah, we do. So let me just take that. Behave yourself. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab that. Need the storage. Have I got heavy and light darts? I do. Not enough for everything else. Because I literally want to do, apart from obviously getting the Mark V cutlery, which we really desperately need, I also want to do some testing stations. Okay, so I've got the scout, got everything. Let's roll. Ouch. Oh, I should probably... how much water do I have? No, that's fine. Wait! Did I fill up the damn... I didn't fill this up. Losing my mind. I filled up the damn box next to it. Whoa, 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 whoa. God, this is... I need to fill up the damn assault doctor. Do we have... I mean, we've got 2,000 volume, but we don't have this... We don't have an enormous amount of item count. I just need to be careful on that. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we're going to need that. Throw 2 of those in. That was easy. Then we should be able to fit both and that. Done. Now, no granite. If I need granite, I can farm some. If I need any extra metal, I can farm some. That's fine. But yeah, we're literally going to go into A. On the A side, and then... Because the last time I went, where did I go? I suppose row A, but I went in, I think 8 to 9. This time I want to go to 1 to 1 between, yeah, it's A 1 to 3. And then, yeah, once I've got all the uniques from the testing stations in A, then we can look at... And of course the Mark 5 cutlery. Mark 6, sorry. I need that damn thing. And we can start doing like proper DD runs. I think what I'll do is, because this week will be... This week will be, what's his name? Farming enough for constructing the Mark 6. And I'll need the boot as well. I need the Mark 6 boot, engine, and... What's his face? Cutlery. And then, yeah, then the next time I go in, I'm going to build the base at like E, the start of E or D. Because, yeah, the... You know, if I want to do deeper desert stuff, and also especially spice sand, then yeah, I don't want to be, because it's 10 kilometers, you know, 10 or 11 kilometers to just get up to E, and then you still gotta then search around for a medium field. Okay, we're in A, so the testing station is here. A3. There's the crash ship. And the testing station is there. So I literally want to build right here. What is that? It's not... No. Yeah, so what do you want to build here? It's a little, you know, bumpy, but it's not terrible. That little patch, what was that? Was it just nothing? And it can't be... Yeah. Okay. So, no. Extraction tool, thanks very much. I've got like some pieces of granite on me. I need metal and I need storage before I do anything. What do I need to make this? 23 element units in a singlet silicon block. Jesus, 23. No, 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 no. Okay. There's no way I'm going to be able to do it. Okay, we need what? No, that's fine. Put those back, and then... Oh, maybe! But... Bro. The problem is I need to damn... 63, okay, now we have enough. Okay, so we just need to do... never mind. I can build this, but I need a subfief. Do I have enough space for metal, is the question. How much was the... It's 23. It's literally 23. Hold on. Can't I... let's not drop my melange, just Sorma. If I do this... Okay. 23. Put that back. Metal. There we go. Okay. Put this down. This is pretty flat. Done. I wish these two buttons were different. Okay. We can put that back. Throw that on. Okay. All I need is a single foundation. And then I can finally... You're kidding. Oh, no, 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 no. I just need... There we go. Thanks. Temporary block. Yeah. That's fine. Huh. Okay. Now we can do this shit. Start with that. Do I have enough for prudence? Did I bring everything I need? Please tell me I brought calibrated servox. Oh, do I have enough? Okay. Let's just get this going. We'll do Atreides for now. How big do I need to go? I need to go... Where's the entrance? I'm not too worried about a buggy because... Yeah. I'll be building the... I'll be farming enough to make the Mark 6. I don't think I'm going to be able to... We'll see how the time goes, but... Dude, lining up this first corner. Okay. So nice that it just costs half. Yeah, now we're not going to be building this big. That's sanity. And also, I don't want to go right up to the edge either, because if there's a ramp... Although, to be fair, this is pretty flat. I probably should have started at the highest point, though, no? Yep. Yeah, that's right. Let's go this way. Cool. Now again, I'm not going to build a monster right now. This needs to be big enough to get me started. I'll probably move this. I'm trying to remember how much space I needed in the last one. Did I go all the way up until the edge? Or did I... it like that? Again, we just need to park the assault. And... yeah, we're not going to be... I don't need to stress about a buggy. Like buggy parking, because, yeah. And shit, man, I can't believe the Salida replicator. That was such a fail. Hey, Anik, how you doing? I decided to do a quick DD build after checking out the test server and the update. How's your ear? How are you feeling? So much better? Oh, good news. That's good news. You happy? Good. Good. Ear infections are absolutely horrible. I'm going to just remove that. But yeah, otherwise I'm good. Day was good. Day was productive. And had a good gym session. And oh shit. Let's just get rid of that. And then yeah, just went over the update. I don't know when the when it's coming out though. They haven't given us an ETA. Very important, very important. Crucial. Absolutely crucial. Can I park this about there? For now? Yeah, they haven't given us an ETA, so I don't know when that update's going to be. But we now have a replace feature. So you can just replace a component, you know, like a piece of the base, with another set, which is neat. So if you want to change windows and walls, and you can just replace it. It's a little weird with the not being able to rotate it, or not being, and I think it's because you would need a projection of it. But I don't know. I'll send them a message on X and just be like, something I noticed. Whether it will help, I'm not sure. Yeah, this should be pretty big for now. Okay, yeah, we should be good. Okay, Let's just put in windows. We just use the regular for now. Oh no, I'm being cooked. Fuck, it's only problem. Jesus. Deep desert is ruthless with this. Luckily we got loads of water, so I don't want to spend all of it just building, you know, because I'm getting cooked in the sun. That would be, you know, very sensible. Oh, no. But yeah, literally just going to do this quickly. Once that's done, I'm going to shoot back to the base. Then, because there's going to be stuff I'm going to need. And then we'll call it there. And I worked on the morgue. I turned it into an actual, like, you know, ancient tomb. Or at least attempted to. Let's just fill up on the go. Yeah, it looks... I think it makes more sense. And it takes advantage of these sort of looking pieces, but the open ones. And yeah, I think it works. I think it works. You'll need to see it and then, you know, let me know. I won't do anything fancy. I'm just going to do basic. Basic for now. I'm really hoping I have enough for a Prudence roof. Not Prudence, what's it called? Can't remember. Yep. Your daughter called you, and next she's going to India with the group. Oh, next week. Cool. She excited? Let's do corner pieces. Yeah. Go. Just be careful. Yeah. Oh yeah. Head on a swivel. And she's beautiful. Yeah. Needs to be super careful. Head on a swivel. You know. Hands on pockets. At least she's going with a group, though, you know. And has anybody in the group already been there? Okay, this should be... This actually might be too big, bro. Now that I look at it, I'll fly up with the assault, which is now being changed. Colleagues, but they are trained. Okay, cool. Cool. She should be alright then. Okay, yeah, it's too big. It's too big. How much do I have on this side? Is this high enough? So we have one level too much here. Oh, but you know what I can do? Now that I think about it. I'll need somewhere for the... I'll need somewhere for the wind traps. So let's make this side wind traps. Let's make this side wind traps. Oosh. Because we'll need... How much will we need for... I maxed out the other side, right? No, I didn't. Either the wind traps need to be on... or they need to be here. I'm gonna need... I'm gonna be putting down 2, right? Yeah, 2, because it's... I can't remember what the math is. Shit. Can't remember how much they produce per 24 hours. We work on 24 hours with them. No. Why is it these doing... Okay. Look, I mean, I'm not gonna stress about outfitting this place for all I want to do is just want to make sure the Thopter is protected, and we because I won't be farming now. I'm literally just gonna make sure it's water sealed, everything's safe, and then yeah, I'll farm during the week. Just do bits and bobs, you know? Full DD build now. Wasn't I supposed to go up a half wall? Oh shit, I was. The Atreides one is slightly different to the Harko. And the new Dune set, oh man. The Dune Man set. It's so nice. In terms of like the windows and the roof pieces. It's awesome. I'll be using that for the DD builds going forward when they release that. So it's on the test server. So if you scroll back in the video, right, in the stream, you'll see it at the beginning. It's probably like how long in? I had to do a little bit of faffing because you've got to start from the beginning in the test server. So I had to literally start from fresh. But I'd done most of it. But yeah, you gotta do a little bit of faffing. There's a little bit of faffing. So, but you'll see it. Just scroll through. By half an hour, I'm messing with it already. And I literally just do a basic build, and I go through the components. There's a pillar. There's two. Yeah, there's a pillar. 3 different roof pieces, and then some updated walls and some windows. The window's awesome. It's very, very cool. I was also doing the what's his name. I was testing out the replace feature at the same time. The only thing is we can't rotate it, at least not yet. Okay, so that gives us 1.5. No. And then now I can put in the roof. Whereas the Harko, if you put in, and now with the Dune Man set, if you put in the incline, you don't have to put in a half wall. It's included. Neat. How the hell did I do the other side? Man, I wish my Toledo worked. Well, it worked, but I wish that it you know, it hadn't, when I was just messing around and not doing an actual build. Because I didn't do this on the end, right? No, I couldn't have, because I had a what is it called? Pentashield. I had a pentashield 4x4, 2x2 here. So then this went straight up. It's fine. God damn it, I ran out of water again. The DD is hot, man. It's fine. This should be it. And then literally all I'm going to do is just seal it up. So it's water sealed. And then shoot back to the base. Because I'm going to need to do so much. What I thought, and also that's my mistake as well. I thought that once you've copied the building with the Toledo, that's it. You know, it's like it's done. But the reality is you've got to copy it and like copy each time. Once you've pasted it once, that's it. It's gone. You don't save it, which sucks a little bit. I need this one. No. Okay. So we have how much? 2 on this side. We'll be able to fit in. Yeah, we should be fine. Will this be enough? That I don't know. I think from memory I had it as 3. I think it was 3. Literally 3 tiles. Hold on. What's the length of this? No. There's quite a few buildings around me. There's one right in front of me, actually. Just put these corners in. There we go. I'll show you now. If I have enough space, I might rotate. I think I do. So there's one right there. See that? And in fact, I'm sure this is the same place that has the... I think it is. Can we just check? So there was a drag racing strip that some guys built. It was very cool. And they had like a finish line and everything. Okay, no, that's not on that side. We'll shoot there quickly. But let me do that in the what's his name, in the Scout. I'm sure it was on this side though. I could have sworn it was. Okay, so what did I want to check? Oh yeah, I wanted to check if I could do it sideways. Okay, so see if we fit. It's a squeeze. I can extend by 1 ounce, so I'm not too stressed about that. That's what I need. There we go. I need a little bit more space up top. Okay. So we're going to need to do... Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. And then... Where are they? Because we only need 2. But they're massive. They take up so much space. Oh, we could actually get away with just a... okay. Need 2 of them. Okay, we actually could get away with just that. Cool. Alright, but now I need to do the Penta Shield. Also means that I'll need less power. Move everything out of this storage into here. Okay, now we can start building stuff. I'm pretty much going to need to do... Oh, shit. It's fine. If I need... Luckily, metal, fuel cells, and granite are abundant out here, so, yeah. That should be enough, right? 7, 14, 21, 28. Let's see how much the Penta Shield's going to cost. Yeah, we should be fine. Ha! Water sealed. Am I losing my mind? It went through, right? Why is it not displaying? Oh, because I haven't filled up the damn shop. Need to fill this. Okay. There we go. Now we're good. Water sealed. Oh. Okay. Again, what am I out here for? I'm literally out here just to make enough ingots so I can construct the cutlery boot. And well, I mean, if I can just get the cutlery, that's, yeah, first prize is cutlery. Build this up. I don't have enough Dura. Well, that was a bit of a fail. Why the hell do I not have enough Dura? Like 1,000 in the back of the base. Did I just not bring that? Ooh. Okay. And then I need some water storage. Also Dura. So what? How much of these were? These 25,000 or 50? And then they've... I'll see now. 50. No, 25. 50 altogether. And the wind traps were how much for 24 hours? Was it 40,000 or 80,000? I think they were 80,000, so we need 100 and... Well, I might be wrong on that one. Oh god, we need more Dura. Okay. I'm gonna have to... See, this is why I knew. There's no way. Okay. I'm going to need these basic things, but these are small for power. I'll need a repair and that. Okay. Let me just see how much I need in terms of water. How much I can at least fill. We can put that. And then the rest of the stuff I can keep on me. That's fine. Actually, hold on. Let's take all 4 of those. Each of those is 10,000, right? Perfect. That'll do us for a little while. But yeah, we're going to need, by the time I start getting like crafting and all of that jazz, that's a very different story. The water for plastinium is... Jesus. Okay. I don't want to build the wind traps now because they're just going to get wrecked. And it's just not necessary. And then... What did I need in terms of... I remember I filled up pretty much the whole of the inside, right? Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna need. So that's the plan for this one. Farm enough to drop this because we need to make this for 70 plastinium so we can then craft the Mark 6, which is 115. So we need 115 plus the 70 just to make this, right? Phew. And then we need... Okay, so I need to go back and get Dura. How much? And what I'll do as well is I'll go get more water. Haha, why not? So I'm going back there. What did I bring? I brought aluminium. If I... Okay, hold on. Let me just drop that. There we go. No. I might need to craft. I'm sure I've got enough. Do I have enough? I don't know if I have enough. Oh god, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna take the assault back. Fuck it. Just to be safe. Just in case. Hey, what's up, Ronald? I'm literally gonna be logging off now. But good timing because you can see the morgue. The morgue got an update. Yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll head back and I'll call it. I need to do some math and some calculating and. But for now, at least this base is feasible. And then I just need to construct a top piece. The But yeah, that'll do it for now. Oh, Oof. Bit close. I'll see if I can get to the racing strip. High capacity morgue, that's right. I added in 2 more advanced death stills. I'm running out of what's his name though. That's the only thing. So there's an item limit, like how much stuff you can construct in terms of everything, and I'm hitting that limit. Ooh, there's another tasting station there. Hopefully I'm right about the racing strip. I'm sure it was here. Just chop a couple of floors off in the building. So it's not, luckily enough, it's not that limit I've reached. I've reached the limit of how many devices I can have. I think it's because I went like, I went kind of berserk on the fuel things, fuel generators. There's no racetrack. Oh, of course not. That was before. That was what's his name? That was literally last week before the Coriolis storm. Oh, they would have had to break it down. Oh damn it. I forgot about that. But there was literally a drag race strip, and they had 3 lanes, and then they had like a finish line, and then their base was at the end of it. It was cool, man. And I literally got there, and there was a bike and a buggy racing. No tread wheel though. Okay, so we'll head back. Then I need to do some math, but I'll do that off camera. And yeah, I need to work out what are the materials I'm going to need. But I'll show you the what should it be called? The tomb? Yeah, back to Haga. I think it makes more sense now, and it's definitely better organized. I think. Is it practical? Probably a little bit less. But yeah, it looks cooler, I think. And I've managed to fit in the blood refiners as well. And it feels like, yeah, like into the same sort of like theme. I think it works. There's my base. But yeah, and then literally I'll show you that, and then we can call it there. Whoops. And I think I might change out the scouts. With the speedy one, Okay. Yeah, so let me show you what I was talking about. So now, the lighting I still need to do. At least the axis is the same. Just been moved around. And then their stills are in their kind of like own chambers. You know what I mean? And there's my sub-fief. And then this actually will probably change to the big ass one. Like this. I think. But for now, yeah. And then there's another bunch on the bottom. But I think it fits better, you know? And it's still got that like ancient sort of tech sort of vibe. And the sound changes. It's just nuts how the sound changes when you go into like, you know, I don't know what it is. I think it's the materials that, you know. Yeah, but that's it. How much water did I have? Full containers. Bang. But I have to do another run. But that's fine. In fact, to be fair, didn't I do quite a run before? I think I did. I did. So the only problem is you're still going to move them one by one. Unless I suppose I could move two at a time if I emptied out, like, you know, most of my inventory. Oh, that's right. These aren't powered. I need to do power management. I should have actually filled up, because these are 45,000 a pop. Right, so the advanced do 45,000, whereas the normal ones do 20. But those aren't powered, because they're also they're a lot more in terms of draw. These draw at like 350. Yeah, they're 350 draw, and these are 200. So it's an extra 150, which is two, you know, two, what's his name? No blood on me, do I? No. 2 fuel generators each, extra. Because a fuel generator is only 75. Like one of these is 75. Dude, shit becomes, you know, the top end stuff, yeah. How much is one of these? Power usage was 350. So that's one. Actually, hold on. Let's leave that on. Because this is where, like, I'm going to have to start weighing up item count versus power needed, right? Because I've got this whole floor is more fuel, like more fuel generators. And they're full of like cells. But the problem comes in is item count. So this, I mean, and again, they're only 75 each. So, yeah. The other thing I thought about is, and I've got a few on the roof, so I've got some turbines. 25, I need how much? 350, so I need an additional 700. What? Is there no fuel cells in this? Shit. No fuel cells in there. But not all of them have fuel cells. Okay, that one's fine. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, the 2700. 350, 350. Perfect. So, the other thing I could do, right? Because I've literally got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got 4 more left. Which is another 7, 14, 21, 28. Another 280 power. Fuck, it's nothing. But what I do have on the roof are some wind turbines. And these generate... I need to make, what's his name? Fuel. But these generate 150. So these generate 2. But their fuel is different. So their fuel is low-grade lubricant. And yeah. It means it's just another it's another fuel I've got to farm. The easiest is by far the generators, because the fuel cells you can just get like stupid amounts of. But 75 is just, yeah, it's not a lot. And these require how much power? Power usage is 135. So effectively one of those is one of those. And then you get a little bit of change on top of that. Right, so I've put 4 up here to kind of take care of all the wind traps. So the other thing I could do, I think there's, to be fair, there is a, what's his name? Where is it? There. But this thing requires spice melange. No, what does it require? What does it require to run? I can't remember what this one. I can't remember what the stats are. Look, this thing provides 350 power, so it's considerable. And the thing you could do, like I could turn this on. So whenever I'm running death stills, I run just this. But then it starts to become a bit like, I don't know, becomes a bit iffy. Like, just to run the death stills. I don't think that makes sense. I think the death stills you should be able to run regardless. Like, I think if I'm gonna turn the additional power on, it makes sense for doing like the wind traps. And they'll fill up with water, and then they'll stop, and then I can turn the power off, I think. Let me just put this vehicle back. Brought it back with me, didn't I? Phew. And I'm going to take this one with me to the DD. Thanks. So yeah, I don't know, but the thing is, I've got to work out another solution, because I'm running out of item count. But at least I can run these now. Which are, they're 350 a pop. It's a lot. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Look, here's the thing though. They make it a decent amount of water in a pinch. Because it... Why? Oh, I've got one already. Because you can literally do this, right? And you add 45 liters. Right, so it's 45 liters you can get in 50 minutes. Whereas the wind trap makes sense for like a 24-hour period. You know what I mean? So you're not running the wind trap and then waiting for the water. You run that overnight. Or, you know, the time when you log off. The next time you log on, you've got it. So that's 20. It's 100 liters of water. Should I run the other ones? It's going to take it to 230, right? So that'll make it... Was I able to even fit one on? No. I'm carrying too much crap. I'm just trying to do the... So that's what? That's 100. So 232 plus an extra 20, 250. And we might as well fill up the other two as well. So I was what? I could make 80 liters in an hour with the 4 normal distills. Now I can make 160 in the same amount of time with the extra 2 advanced. Which is a lot. And that's in an hour. So I could literally fill these up, shoot to the deep desert or go do something else, come back, and I've got a shitload of water. Which is great. Because the second I start going into this is where, like, how much Dura do I have here? I only have 123 Dura. Huh. Okay. Is there a... No, surely I have more than that. I'm sure I could have. 280. Okay. Let's just put that on the assault. Again, I'm not going to worry about it now, but could have sworn I had more than that. What did I spend it on? No, that's it. Shit. 230. Okay, I'll make the rest. I'll have to make the rest. Because I took 250 aluminium with me into the DD, right? Yes, I did. What costs aluminium to make? Dura. Well, I want to just try and... Well, I suppose it picked up the whole base, right? I'm 125 in the base, so I now have 0. Okay. Yeah, shit. But to make the what's his name ingots, it's 1,200 a pop. Right? It's 1,200 water a single ingot. So you burn through, like, aluminium is 200, Dura is 500. That's 1,200. So you burn through whatever water you've got really quickly. 1.2 liters an ingot. You know? I probably also need to add more water capacity. But then, again, we start running into the issue of item count. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I don't know. Anyway, let's call it there. Oh. For now, that'll make sense. Once the Dur is finished, which will be... I'm not going to worry about that now. It's going to take ages. Once that's finished, then then I'll take that into the deep desert. And then the first thing I need to do is just make the Mark 6. And then from there, Mark 6 cutlery. I'll try and do the boot and the, depending on how. I mean, it should help, but it means I'll need to take the buggy in. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Once I've crafted the cutlery, then I can think, like, okay, how much time can I spend? And because also on Sunday we're doing, what's his name? Oh wait, what are we doing on Sunday? We finished the story, didn't we? What were we doing on Sunday? Oh, we were finishing off the teachers and the side quest stuff. Yeah. So we'll do that on Sunday. So then so we won't be able to do more deep desert stuff. But as long as I can get the cutlery, then at least I can start. And then the next, maybe the week after, then I then pick a nice spot. And then, farm everything I need to farm. I don't know. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm supposed to be doing it with this. and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for God of War. And then Thursday Space Marine and Friday Death Stranding. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesdays. Bye.